we are just getting everybody ready. Get underway here shortly. Hope you all are doing well. Got a jam-packed day for you guys here coming up. Lots of MGS2 stuff, lots of fun games. Been a good start so far.
Yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful to witness so far. That was such a strong MGS2 race to start us off with. It's great to see Zone of the Enders in the event as well. This is our stuff though, right here, right? This is the stuff we like more than anything. Seeing people competitively race on VE in the tanker, something we've never done before right now. This is incredible, and you know, this system we have here wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the lightning strikes, creating this ability to show 7 players at once and also take out the losers. Slowest racers will be leaving us.
All right, and they are off. There's MackMcD, the last one to go. So we're going to go to IGT, the in-game timer for all these matches. It's roughly a 6-minute run, so it's fairly short. And like we said, the slowest time will be eliminated, and we'll just keep going. So, any thoughts, Patchy?
Yeah, we've got some incredibly skilled players, and all of these people here are absolute grinders of MGS2 VE. It's nice to see MackMcD taking part. Of course, we wouldn't all be here if it wasn't for MackMcD. Really getting us into this stuff and pushing this category back in the day. It's nice to see all of these people who've come along. You know, I could probably name in the order in which they came along. It would be Tino next, then JMC, then Theory, then MackMcD, then House Test, then Volcanic Akuma. I'm pretty sure I'm right with that order.
Yeah, I mean, Mac and Tino are basically, they go together. They are the OG old school runners of this game and this category. And then it's gone from like 8 runners on the main leaderboard. Now we have 81 runs. Like, it's ridiculous how this has come in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's 81 full game runners as well. Incredible leaderboard. You know, from one of the, I suppose, smaller categories in the game to being now the biggest. Absolutely incredible to see. If you ever did want to pick up this run, Tanker is a great way to start. It's very short, and the skill ceiling can go so high. I think JMC is out of Olga first. He was a little bit concerned about his controller, that he would be having issues. We see KE getting the Olga loop right now. That's MackMcD on the main screen, getting the left side Olga loop perfectly.
Ooh, MackMcD is gonna get second cutscene, so everybody else is out of Olga. MackMcD's having the most trouble and gets her there. So
nice finish. Drops out the skybug as well. Sometimes you'll see Olga literally fall from the sky in that unskippable cutscene.
I didn't see if anybody got any dab drops, animation cancels off the ledge, but
no, I didn't see a one. But there's just so many races to look at once. It's absolutely fantastic. We can see JMC leading quite comfortably. Definitely one of the people who could win this whole thing as well. MackMcD did a backup there, so she missed the ammo on the first half, and then knew she had to drop down because you risk getting kicked by the assault team guard. 6-second time loss into, you know, like maybe a second or two instead.
Yeah, that was incredible awareness.
Possible hostiles sighted. Send backup.
And we're coming into engine room for JMC. Now everyone will do the engine room slightly different. There's all kinds of different strats you can use in this room to do it faster and slower. For example, I think you'll see Mac and Tino both do the older strat where you trank the guards and you take the additional cutscene in the sensor room. But then you get the more modern players, like MackMcD now will drop straight down, shoot out the guard's radio, and that will cause or shoot the guard once, and that will cause a caution, which skips that cutscene in the sensor room. We're doing all of this prep work to avoid a half-a-second time loss, essentially.
JMC taking his time with that sensor. If we see anybody blow up the ship, we'll see. JMC is maintaining that little bit of lead. Start delays, big factor for everybody, so it's still very close for everyone throughout. We won't know until we get really to the holds. That's the meat of this run, is the holds.
Yeah, we'll get an actual score screen as well once we leave the tanker, and whatever time that is, the slowest time is eliminated. I think with this many players, there's a good chance that we'll see some ties as well. So that can be fun, trying to work out what the hell we do in that situation.
If it's a... Well, yeah.
Lowest leads a tie, right? So...
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we'll make them... I don't know.
I would say if the lowest two tie, you just saddle them up and just redo it.
Yeah.
So, not much you can do. All right, here's the guard rush. 7 total guards, 4 in the main wave, 3 in the last wave. Got D Cheetos in the back that we all hate.
Absolutely true. The guy who hides behind the box is a complete nightmare.
Theory and JMC are basically neck and neck. Kuma's not too far behind. Tino 4th. Mockingjay having all sorts of trouble. Out of ammo. Gonna put her at a disadvantage. Oh, she had to reload too and didn't realize. Oh, jeez.
It's gonna give Mac the opportunity. Mac was in the last position before this. Oh, but
remember Mockingjay's... Oh, that's a continue from Tino. That's a continue from Tino. I think he tried to go right side holds.
All of these holds are game over if discovered.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows
Tino's having all sorts of trouble.
Missed slider glitch for Mockingjay. Gonna fire the gun to reset.
Jeez. Another continue from Tino. JMC looks like he finishes first. Theory and Akuma right there. Oh, this is a mess for Mockingjay.
Tino's going right side. Oh, he takes the continue. This is going to be between Tino and Mockingjay for who gets eliminated first here. Can they survive the hold?
50. What's that, a 549 from Theory? So that's best time so far. 551 from Akuma. Very close. Tino just cannot get out of his own way at this point.
And Mockingjay and Tino are really struggling with getting out of the holds, out of hold 1.
Is that a 6? Is that a 618 for MackMcD?
Now we can say that Mockingjay is in the lead because Tino is trying to do a magazine ladder glitch variant where you can go the right side hold with the fixed camera. It's very, very difficult to do. Now Mockingjay is going safe, shooting the projector guard. Freeze. If he gets it this time, if Tino gets it this time,
okay, he's got it finally.
It's close. It's going to be close. He needs to do this this hold 2 from the right side perfectly. Oh, this is going to be so close. It's going to
be very close.
This weapon will render all other metal.
All comes down to
Mockingjay also started really, really late too.
I was just about to say exactly that as well. We'll see on this RTT screen. Tino known for a few things, like being an amazing player when he does things consistently, but also known for having these fatal errors. He's also known for ties as well. But we'll see right now. Gotta get these photos correct.
We the Marines.
$747.
747.
Is it 748 from Tino?
I can't see it. Let me change screen.
I think that's a 48.
748, yeah. 748. Tino is eliminated on this pass.
That's a bit of a shocker. just because he's got the best time out of all these people. But as you can see, the inconsistency, the holds, it's scary. So it can cost. But that's one of the favorites out right away. All right, we're going to get set up for round number 2. Go down to 6 players. Saddle up and do it all again. We'll keep it right here.
Based on that performance, if things went the same as again, you'd expect MackMcD to be eliminated in this round. Based on like PBs and stuff and game experience as well, you would think that House Test would be one of the more likely to go out in this round. MackMcD was a little bit shaky at the start, but he played really well in the second half of Tanker. And I'd say MackMcD is probably one of the most experienced, but also the least practiced. He doesn't grind this game to the same level that the other runners do.
I mean, put it into perspective. He didn't have the game installed today just because he was in the middle of like a reinstall or do whatever. Like, he hasn't touched the game. It's like me when my race against Joe. I barely touched the game. But now that he's got a run under his belt, watch out. He may win a few more rounds and make this interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, and just to go to it's the brutal nature of the Tanker. Like, we know full well how this thing can go. So it doesn't matter how good you are. If you make that mistake, you make that mistake.
I think Theory false started. GG.
He'll just quickly do a reset here.
Yeah, this is why he's nicknamed Spam Movement. Like, he's got terrible movement. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, it's just, no, come on. All right, finally gonna get rid of Tino's feet off the screen. The screen.
Scream.
Yeah, speak. Right, trying to do 67 things at once.
I'm no stranger to racing in the Tanker. I'm no stranger to this game. It's very nerve-wracking, especially only doing this section. Tanker races are absolutely brutal. Credit to everyone who took part in the event today. As I said before, it's just such a unique thing for us to be doing. I hope to see more of these style races in the future now that we have the tech that's capable of it. And we're going to see House Test starting in the pole position today on the main screen. House as well, relatively new to the run. I want to say he's the freshest, but I think Volcanic came a bit later. It's there's not a lot in it though. He's very, very new to the game. He's done a lot of full game races, a lot of tanker races as well. So it's cool to have him here, and he finished really comfortably. Against some of the others, he wasn't even near to come in last in that last race.
All right, they should be going off momentarily for round number 2. There they go.
I do think it's funny everyone starts at different times, but like the
Yep.
IGT is all that matters. The IGT doesn't count loads. We'll get a very accurate result on every single race once we hit that final screen.
Yeah, that's why the PC version is the best version of this game. It doesn't count loads. It's fair. It's accessible. There's lots of tools for it. You may kind of see in a couple of these screens, there's a little turbo indicator in the bottom right-hand corner. relatively new overlay made by BMN. So if you don't want a turbo sound when you're turning it on and off, you can just have that little text instead, which is really cool.
Very beneficial, yeah. JMC will attest to this. This game will run on any computer as well. It's not demanding at all.
Yeah, it'll even run on my nut button. It's how.
Yeah, it
good
doesn't
it
require
is.
much.
Nah.
We know where to look for the lead changes, and it's all on this Olga fight. It's so difficult these days to get into all the different ways you can fight Olga, right? It's like there's left and right start, but there's so much nuance in what you can do to speed up the fight. You can go for some really risky stuff. You can go for some very safe stuff. See Volcanic with the right side.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield.
Oh, House gets the left side start instant shot into instant cutscene. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it.
Everything.
All he's going to do is try and score headshots as she runs to the front and back. JMC and Volcanic Akuma are out. Really fast Olga's there. Nice cleanup from House. She did the run back and duck. And he was very ready for it.
McD's still having trouble. Second straight Olga.
Yeah, he didn't realize, unlike House knew she was going to duck. Oh, she's going second cutscene again.
And he's got multiple shots left too. This isn't one shot. So this is huge trouble for MackMcD.
Yeah, I already saw him go straight for the light there. He should have still done the light there because she's going to shoot that instantly. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Lock on, Mac. L1. Needs one more shot. A body shot will do it. This is huge time loss. This is like 20 seconds.
Oh, it's way more than that. This is
It's growing, growing.
But like we literally saw in the last race, it means nothing when it comes to the holds. Like anything can happen still, even with that deficit.
Absolutely. Just the absolute brutal nature of the tanker. Mac needs that really strong second half again. He's relying on other people to make mistakes at this point as well. And we've seen them. We've seen mistakes.
Yeah, JMC Theory Akuma is very close. Oh, Akuma face planted.
She nearly got kicked as well, which would have been even worse. He was so close to that guard.
So that little group just got a little closer now. This is going to be really awkward.
I'm loving this strat from Akuma here where he's shooting the guards from the back and really nice setup.
Yeah. Shooting is actually a backup, so it worked out really well.
There's so much additional nuance in like every room now. Oh, we knocked the guards out a little bit early. He's still going to get the cutscene house test. House test still going to get this mini cutscene here. All that setup, and he doesn't get the cutscene skip.
Looks like Theory has a smidge of a lead on everybody else.
Yeah, MackMcD's at a full engine room deficit right now versus even the next slowest runner. So big time loss.
For the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
House going with the older deck 2 strat. Just strengthen the guard when you get to him, walk through him, hook the right, shoot the next guard, you won't get an alert. Very clean. You got to pick up that extra bit of ammo before you leave deck 2, very important, because we want to use a lethal weapon for the guard rush so that the guards die faster so new ones can spawn in. It's a little bit slower with the M9. We used to use the M9 for guard rush back in MackMcD's day.
Everybody's having trouble with guard rush. Okay.
It's a tough old fight. They're all benefiting from Mac's mistake on Olga at the moment. Here we go, holds.
Magazine, traditional from JMC, right side from Akuma, and perfectly executed.
Yeah, we saw in a previous tanker tournament that we had how good and consistent Volcanic is with right side holds. Very difficult to do. House taking it safe, going around the projector guard.
That's a
Mockingjay
continue
takes
for
continue.
Mockingjay.
This is giving Mac the opportunity to catch up.
Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirate weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hunt.
House out of holds 2.
With Ray, the
All right, Akuma's out first. Theory is second. JMC will likely be third, pending photos.
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained.
Ooh, that was sketchy for Mockingjay. Almost ran into that guard on the third roll, but oh, and Mac takes a continue on ladder glitch. That's probably going to do it for him. Akuma with a 554. Theory with a 555, so 1 second there. JMC with a, does that say
I
550?
think it's 5:59.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Yeah, you would think this does it for Mac here. Still the photos for Mockingjay. We need to see 4 good photos. Looks good. Ooh, sketchy hold 2 there for a second.
632, I think it says. For Mockingjay.
Yeah, this should do it for Mac. Unfortunate Olga, and then the hold 1 continue. Even
Yep.
without, he may have struggled.
Yeah, he could have absorbed the continue at hold 1, but that Olga was just, that was really rough.
Yeah,
Really, really
shooting
rough.
out the top and the light. It's a lot of time loss. We'll
Alright.
see score screen for MackMcD.
716.
GG's MackMcD. So we'll get everyone set up again for another race. House Test, Volcanic Akuma, JMC, Theory, and Mockingjay are still in there. And now in the on the main screen, I think we'll see, either JMC, Theory, or Volcanic at this point. And we're having JMC, the Overlord, Tyler 2022, controlling the our vision of the game in the background. He's given us JMC. JMC's had all 5-minute runs so far, right? All sub 6s. Very, very competitive.
JMC is going to be going to the big screen now. Looks like they need to adjust the name as well. For one of them, I see JMC twice.
Can we have 2 JMCs? Is that fair? Can JMC play 2 tankers at once? Probably. But the smaller JMC is House Test, I'm pretty sure. House Test is a smaller JMC, confirmed.
All right, we're just gonna relax for a minute, have everybody catch a breath. We'll get it going for round 3. Okay, that's JMC. That's JMC. Yep. Okay, clear.
There's been some good stuff shown on stream today. Reminds me of the Unmetal event where we had 2 Puzons.
Kuma went to the engine room for reasons, I guess. Just wanted to check it out.
And House Test is back. Welcome back, House Test, to the race.
Still think it's mislabeled. It's the feeds need to switch.
Yeah, no, it's correct now. That's House Test who was showing the picture of JMC.
Okay, now we got 2 houses. 1 house is too many. There we go. All right. This looks normalized.
Okay, I guess we'll take a look at House again. The trio of Volcanic Akuma, JMC, and Theory have played unbelievably well. But with this kind of race with the tanker, they're going to be due mistakes at some point, you'd think. If you have to guess who would win this, I think a lot of people would say Akuma, because he does seem like he seems to play solidly consistent every time he runs.
Theory and JMC are very, very close as well, but the right side hold advantage from Akuma is going to pay dividends.
It's just the fact that he rarely ever misses it.
Yep.
Right side holds, folks. I'm not kidding. Is so challenging. Just the fact that people do it in races is absolutely nuts. Adam online. Thanks for the raid, mate. Good to see you.
All right, should be going here in a moment. Just need the timer reset. And
All right.
away they should be going. There they go. Round 3.
3, 4, 3, 3.
3.
You're probably right. I don't know why I doubted you.
Yeah, 3.
Oh boy. This is a race where Mockingjay has to avoid those hold errors. Can't afford them now.
Yep.
Really gifted in that round 1 to survive,
Yeah.
I think.
House has some weird moving issues trying to get up the stairs, so lost about a second out of the gate.
I love that the way Volcanic Akuma does that room where he just touches the guard and moves past him, where he looks the other way and then takes the alert.
Yep.
It's so extra. Like, you don't save or lose any time for it. It's just extra.
All right, making their way up to their Olgas. We'll see what we get. See if there's any chaos or second cutscenes or what have you. Left side from Akuma and JMC, right side from Theory. Right side from House, left side for Mockingjay.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield, conflict, and
Good
victory
from
with my
JMC.
parents.
JMC's out first.
We've shared everything.
Oh, we didn't go for the headshot there. He got body shot. House gonna need an extra shot in this fight.
I have no one.
Can be anywhere. Just want to lock on and hit her now. Very nice. Shoots her as he's getting hit. That can throw off your aim completely and you can miss. So, good job there.
Yeah, it was Akuma and House were the 2 last ones out. Got a dab drop from Akuma. That animation cancel, save 0.8 of a second.
Is it as much as that? I thought it was like half a second, but very nice.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Some magical figure.
It's weird to see any huge swings in this early portion.
Mm-hmm.
Just all looking for that engine room.
Who's that? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Everybody's relatively close.
I got. It's him. Everyone, stay on guard.
Just watching in awe of this display of various different engine room strats.
Good rolls from JMC Theory, good from Akuma. JMC's out of the engine room first. Theory not far behind. A bit of feed issues from Akuma, dropping some frames. Well, nobody's blown up the ship yet.
It's an ever-present danger. There's only one sensor, but it is the one that's quite close to a pack of Simtex.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the
It's worth watching how Theory does the sensor. It's very, very different from everyone else. Really consistent little strat that he does. Mockingjay getting caught on the guard's body for a little while there. You walk slower over guard corpses, so you don't want to be too close to them. JMC with his guard rush now.
Gets the guard at the back, has a little trouble with that guard, but gets it. That's a pretty good guard rush.
Yeah, he was doing like all third-person shots. It's not always available to you. Sometimes you need to be in first person to get them, but they die even faster if you kill them in third person. DCO's still up for house, guard behind the box. Oh, he pops up when he needed to reload, but he only needed 2 bullets to kill him. Very lucky. That could have been problems.
All right, here we go. Holds. JMC traditional ladder glitch. Theory tried to do mag, but missed. He's having all sorts of trouble. Having to redo the menus. Akuma going right side. Got it again. JMC still has a little bit of a lead.
This is looking extremely close.
This is very close. And even Mockingjay House, they're very close as well.
They both do a almost identical setup for hold 2 rolls. Looks good. Looks good for both.
He's out first.
It's going to be between Mockingjay and House here, I think. She's like 1 photo ahead of him. Not even. Not even that. Holy crap, it's going to be so close.
So it's a 551 from JMC. 556 from Akuma. Is that 555 from Theory? Or is that a 9? I think it's a 9. All right, here we go. 608 from House. 611 for Mockingjay.
Yeah, she did really well getting to this round. But we will say goodbye to Mockingjay. House test hanging on in there. Low 6, enough to take him into the next round.
And then there were 4. I do hate to say it though. This is gonna be incredibly tough for House at this point. Like he
Yes.
is going up against 3 absolute studs that have been consistent so far, put up really good times. It's gonna
Ye-
take a big mistake from only one of them. You only need one of them to make some huge mistake, and you can capitalize. Okay, looks like we're gonna bring JMC over to the big screen. We've seen enough of House.
He's done well to hang in here, but as you say, his best time in this event is gonna fall short without the other guys making a mistake. But it's easily possible in the tanker. But you know, every credit to him for getting this far as well.
For sure. All right. All the
It needs to be-
participants are ready for round 4.
It needs to be said that I absolutely adore this format. I love it so much. I think it's very interesting. I'd love to see it in some other races as well. We have talked about having a Foxhound eliminator for MGS3, where if you lose Foxhound, you're out, but hopefully we'll see that in the future.
All right, let's look at.
It looks like House is actually the first one in to the ship.
Freeze.
Making their way up. Not too much to say. We're just kind of watching in awe and getting ready for that Olga. See what happens.
Yeah, there's very specific points where you'll see a lead change, and Olga's been catching people out all day.
For sure.
Gotta get it right.
All right, House gets the quick left side shot. JMC right side, and left side for Theory.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield, conflict,
Did
and
JMC
victory
hit her
were my
twice there?
parents.
What happened? That was
The
weird.
unit is.
Oh, yeah, he did. It's me. Ignore me.
We've shared everything.
Gladly. All right, House is
Right.
out first, then JMC, then Akuma. Theory's a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, JMC got the best Olga possible, so right side, and she ran forward. Best right side you can have.
To a degree. There's like 85 different ways you can do this fight. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I could probably explain about half of them, so
Yeah.
it's just it'd take more than one run of the tanker to explain all the different Olga possibilities.
Nice stab drop from Theory. We've seen a few of those. House is doing a decent job. He's got a small lead. Theory's a full room or so behind.
Well, if he wants to stay in, he does have to kick his tanker into an extra gear. JMC's going for everything. He's doing stair gliding, so if you spam the shoot button while walking up and down stairs, you skip a few frames and stay at full speed. Very minor time saving. You have to change your menus in order to do it as well.
House is having trouble with that shot. So that's going to relinquish the lead. And now belongs to JMC and Akuma. They're basically in sync. Maybe Akuma with a tiny bit of a lead.
Yeah, this first half, after a bit of practice, beginning to feel like a given, but
You got me. Stay on lookout
House is having all sorts of trouble. Got kicked a couple times at this point. Big trouble. But still right there. Theory's caught up, but House has a small lead over Theory. It's really a battle of two races at this point. JMC versus Akuma, Theory versus House.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Small time to chill in Deck 2 before Guard Rush. There's huge variance on whether you get a fast Guard Rush, slow Guard Rush. They can be miles apart depending on what happens, and there is elements of RNG for how the guards spawn, what positions they take to shoot at you. You really have to just do your best with what you're given.
All right, Akuma, JMC getting ready to start their Guard Rush.
Akuma a step ahead.
JMC does not get the guard at the back. So that's going to give Akuma the lead. And
Unfortunate. Yeah, GMC has one bullet in his SOCOM left, which is good. SOCOM? USP? One of them.
Theory's out as well. House is out. So, okay. We shall see.
At the moment,
Magazine ladder glitch from Akuma. He's going to go right side again, no doubt.
station from Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do
And
all
again,
the
perfect.
states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
Okay, looks like everybody's okay.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only
All right, Akuma's going to make it to hold 3 first.
Oh, GMC gets
with the
caught.
continue. That's
This is
an
it for House.
opportunity
This is-
for House.
This is huge for House.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons.
He needs to get this right.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Oh, jeez.
With Ray,
Oh, my
hundreds,
goodness.
if not thousands,
House is in position to pull a shocker.
this weapon will render all
Like I said, one mistake's all you need.
Metal Gears obsolete.
Akuma's out.
Nations building up
Theory's
their own
out.
Metal Gear force will think
The only
And-
thing I know is that the House started first, but that will only last for a couple of seconds. This, I really don't know.
What's
I
that?
really do not know.
5 what? 48? 6? I can't read it. 557 from Theory. That's a 546 from Akuma. That's a tied PB from Akuma. 612 from House. 610 from JMC. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Hangs in there. I knew House had started first.
Wow.
House, you did
Heartbreak.
exceptionally well there. He did exceptionally well to get up to this point, to come fourth. On paper, you know, I wouldn't have predicted that. And I don't think many people familiar with the game would have predicted that either. Played really well. Did the right thing, made minimal mistakes. Perhaps, you know, he didn't do some of the higher level strats for the holds and things like that. He just went for consistency. And in a race or in a game like Tanker, where mistakes are so punishing, consistency is sometimes something better to focus on. But yeah, every credit to him. 3 players remain: Volcanic Akuma, JMC, and Theory. We've seen how good they are at this tanker up to this point. We've seen what they're willing to go for. This should be pretty exciting. We will see Theory taking the main screen position for this race. I'm excited. I'm really excited. This event already feels like it's delivered to me. It's been so enjoyable to watch. I couldn't tell you who's going to win. I really don't know. But good luck to everyone who remains, and thanks for taking part, everyone who's been eliminated.
Yeah, definitely been exciting to watch so far, but these are probably the 3 runners you would have pegged on paper to be at this point. So this is the best of the best in this tournament.
Yeah, and could Mods give us a prediction as soon as we know who's out of this race?
Yeah,
betting
after this
for the
race, we will
channel.
go to a short intermission to set up the final, and then we'll open a prediction at that point. You can hashtag blame Twitch for not having multiple options, more than 2 for predictions.
Maybe in the future.
Who knows? All right, away they go.
Good
Round
luck to
5.
the runners. JMC starting slightly early. We'll take that into account. It can matter, as we saw with House. Can't make a mistake at this point. Mistakes are deadly at this point.
Say Dime Lime 13 on the life bar. Why?
It does.
Why? Cursed.
Freeze.
I think the next time I run this game, I'm just going to put mine as spam movement. Contribute for theory.
Yeah, Theory. It's got some funky movement.
He does. He also likes to eat spam on his pizzas.
Each to their own.
Yep.
The only food we're trying to avoid during this race is spaghetti. No spaghetti from any runners, and we should be good.
All right, right side from
Right
JMC, right side, left side from theory, okay? Oop, doesn't get the shot. This
Ooh.
may not loop.
I don't think it will.
She peeked. Oh, lucky. Very lucky. JMC out first. Theory and Akuma end at basically the
Look
same
at
time.
that.
Jeez.
I feel like the dav drop is less likely to happen when you go at the corner of the box and the ledge. I never like going for the.
Yeah, that's why I straighten myself out when going forward, and I seem to get more success, but it could just be in my head. I don't know. Just luck, right frame.
Yeah.
Weird that it even works.
It was fun. It was an exciting thing to find out about. Like, ooh, Fury takes a shot.
Yep. That's the risk when you're doing M9 there, to not have the USP equipped so you can do stair glides, is that makes that room incredibly awkward.
Requesting backup unit.
I would say getting stopped there with a shot probably wipes out all the benefit of every stair glide you do.
Pretty much,
It's
yeah.
really not a huge, huge amount of time.
It's him. Everyone, stay on guard.
Watching for the mistakes. All these engine rooms looking like almost completely different from one another.
Everything looks good so far.
Stay on lookout for the intruder.
Good sensor, good sensor, good sensor. That was fast from Theory.
Theory's sensor has always been like unbelievably quick.
1, 2, 3. They are so close right now.
Checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Ooh,
Theory
takes an alert.
He's gonna get shot.
He has
He's
to
gonna get
shoot this
shot
next
multiple
guard.
times.
Yeah, he should be good.
That's 2 seconds gone, essentially.
Bit shaky, but clean holds are just going to matter so much more. Guard rush, we can see all kinds of things going on in this fight.
Okay, JMC gets the guard at the back. Akuma's
Akuma-
alright as well. Little cleaner from, well, they're basically neck and neck now. Jeez.
Akuma got the awkward D Cheetos guard where he only pokes his head and still managed it.
Still close. No doubt Akuma's going to go right side. JMC will go left and do traditional ladder glitch. Oh, Akuma's reverting. This
Oh my
is
god, how the hell
massive
did you get
trouble.
out of this? I
Nope,
was going to say,
that's
how
it.
the hell?
He's in deep trouble now.
Right side failed it and tried to abandon it into a left side, but there's just too many guards all over the place. What's going on with JMC?
The continue from JMC. But
Akuma
he's
has
in
a
hold too.
chance. Theory's looking out at this point.
Wow.
Neck and neck for JMC and Akuma. JMC started earlier. Akuma's on the right side, which is faster.
This is neck and neck. Theory's out first.
JMC started earlier, I'm pretty sure, so it's going to be scary.
That's a sketchy photo from Akuma. A little bit of scuff movement there. My goodness.
If Akuma's got the photos, I'm pretty sure he's going to win this.
554 from Theory. He'll move on to the final.
I think Akuma will take this.
Oh my god.
By 1 second.
612, 613.
By
Oh
one
my
second. Well,
That's ridiculous.
well done to JMC. He gets eliminated here, but he really did play phenomenally well throughout the event. Always a joy to watch him play. Guys, we're going to go to an intermission. We're going to start a prediction. Oh, an absolute joy to behold. Please place your bets on who you think will take it for all the marbles. You've seen how they've both played throughout this. Incredibly consistent. Akuma's first mistake, honestly, happened in that last race. And by the skin of his teeth, he managed to stay in.
Place your bets. Theory.
That may be all the space he needed. Honestly, it's difficult to call. It's really difficult to call.
All right. We'll be back. Welcome back to the final. That is a fun layout. Wow. There we go. Okay, now it's fixed. All right. Welcome back to the final. That is not Mockingjay.
Well done, Mockingjay, for getting to the final. This is Volcanic Akuma. I'm sure we'll have this fixed up for you in just a moment.
Oh, I love this community. I
Same.
swear. Oh man. Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
Thanks everyone for taking part, being here to see. This is I did say it would be a masterclass, and it really was throughout.
Okay. I think we're good. Are we sure Akuma's out? We probably get rid of those pronouns. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Theory, Akuma for the final. Let's do this.
Yeah, for all the marbles, for the gloating rights, which I know my friend Volcanic Akuma really enjoys more than anyone.
Don't remind me.
It feels cruel, right? This is a best of one tanker to win the whole thing.
All right.
They both had their shares of surviving rounds for a bit of like luck. I love the nature of this elimination style. You just have to not be last to make it here each time.
Add Apache Smash on Twit from Theory.
True.
Yep. And Akuma with just his name. I'm trying to go pause buffer strats, trying to save every little frame that he can from Akuma. So we'll keep that in mind. He's got about a second or so worth of pauses. Pauses does pause the IGT, so it doesn't matter. But keep that in mind when it comes to the later stages.
I just don't know, like all the things that this can come down to, all the obscene things that this can really come down to, like it's who knows what can happen here.
Left side quick shot from Akuma and left side from Theory.
He got both of them in third person, which is really cute way of doing it. He just needs 2 headshots now. There's one if she runs forward. This would be really nice.
Very good from Theory. Got the quick left side. And then Akuma followed up pretty well. So neck and neck. I would say even with the pauses. No dab drop from either one.
Both going for these stair glide strats, staying unequipped. They menu the gun just before the sensor room.
Who's that? Enemy sighted.
All right, into the engine room they go. So we'll see 2 different engine rooms here. Kuma's been going with the weird bump the guard at the start and then roll down the stairs strat, the old BMN style strat. Oh, bye-bye guard. That's, you do that, you got down there as fast as possible. So, it's really good. Really clean from Akuma. Clean as well from Theory. Traditional strat. Alright, let's see these shots. Theory a little bit quicker on the trigger. Akuma taking it a little bit safe, but
Better than blowing up the boat.
that is true. That would basically be a GG at this point.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to
Now,
continue manning your
we
posts
saw that
until
Akuma
time.
was human last race. With that continue, nearly got eliminated. There's no doubt he's probably going to go for right side holds again, but does that play into his head a little bit? Just the doubt, questioning.
I think what helped is that after he took the continue, he immediately did it again and did it correctly. His record for it is probably like 90% success. It's crazy high, but right side hold is very difficult. I'm not sure what the exact time save is versus left side because there's a lot of variants you can do in hold 1 and hold 2.
All right, guard rush from both. Theory gets the guard the back. Akuma gets the guard the back. Okay, both look to be fairly clean. Oh, Akuma tranked that guard on accident, so that's going to be a little bit of a time loss. But he
Probably
could
worth
make
about
this up
4.
with a good right side hold 1.
Yeah, it's probably worth about 4 or so seconds, that. Theory.
At the moment,
He did not get on the ladder. Oh, geez. He didn't have the camera equipped.
worse yet,
Oh, and he... Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, he's bumped the guard.
Ew, Akuma, no, he did it. Dude,
Both
2
game overs.
continues. Oh, my God.
This is it. They have to get it right this time.
Oh,
Looking like
my
Akuma,
goodness.
because
He's
he's
in
going for
his
that
own
right
head.
side.
specifications from Metal Gear. Worse yet, so the number
Oh, he did
Oh
it
my
again.
god, this is it for Theory, surely.
This is it. Yeah, if he doesn't take another continue, like, that's it. That's the ball game.
every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications from Metal Gear. Worse yet, so the number
Bad angle from Theory here. Ooh, looks okay at the end there. He got round those 2 guards. The angle was looking a little bit suspect for a while, but good photos. This should be it for Theory.
A Theory about to pull off an upset, one would think. And possibly win this whole thing.
Just needs those photos.
Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the...
And that is checkmate from Theory with the upset. 6-12 with the continue. Bit of a shocker.
That's the way it goes in the tanker.
We, the Marines...
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an overwhelmingly fantastic event. The first time we've ever had an elimination style tournament. Credit to Theory for the win. Volcanic Akuma, very unfortunate. Even with the 1 continue, probably still would have made it, but the 2nd continue was the final nail in his coffin for that race. I've enjoyed it tremendously, and if either of these players would like to join in and give us some conversation, they'd be more than welcome. Need to mute their game feeds in Node if they're not. Hello, Theory.
Hello?
GG, congrats on the
Congratulations for the
win.
win.
Oh, that was tense. That one. After that continue, I was like, shit.
Did you know that did you see his feed, or were you?
I didn't have the
focused-
feed, but I saw the Twitch chat, and I knew when everybody said, "Oh my god," I was like, "Something's happened." So now it's even more close.
I think with the 1 continue, he might have managed it, but getting the 2nd continue,
You got 2 continues. Jeez.
yeah, he failed the right side hold 1 twice.
See, I knew today. I was like, because I'm in this, I'm like, I'm not practicing right side. I'm not doing it. I can quite easily make up the time on the left side and still be safe. I knew I wasn't going to do it.
Sometimes the going for the more consistent thing is all you need.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy this style event? It's the first time we've ever done it.
I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I like doing races and everything like that. Elimination or like we had for Limeade, which was bracketed. So I just like doing races, tanker, full game, plant, whatever it is.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I like to hear.
certainly surprised a lot of people with this. Played really well. Came out of the gate with a 549, and but yeah, all credits to you for sure.
That was my own back. That was getting Akuma back for Limeade.
Yep, yep.
No,
Akuma
you
isn't
didn't.
human.
No, I'm not.
Welcome, Akuma. Why don't you get good at holds, dude?
Yeah. Stop going for
What?
right side and go for more consistent strats that work, mate.
That was consistent. I was right on that guard with that trank shot.
The two
Dead
continue
center.
say otherwise. The two continue say otherwise. I only got one.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah. And I could have avoided that. That was just me. That was bad time.
Oh, sure you could have. You want to go again?
Maybe next event, mate. We'll do it. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
nice
it'll be
enough.
there some other.
You won't do it. No balls.
You'll see me there. Don't worry.
The only person who should be worried is you, man. That ain't gonna happen next time.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, some good friendly banter from you guys for sure. You put on a hell of a show. Theory taking home the win, the upset, all the marbles, the bragging rights, and the ability to fire Akuma.
Yep.
Oh,
He's
that's
well and
cute.
truly fired.
Yeah. Well, this was fun. You know, all things considered. You know,
Yeah.
glad I could be here for the 20th anniversary of MGS2. This is this was my first actual run that I ever did for Metal Gear speedrunning. So, always nice to come home.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad I was here. I would have been at work today, but I booked it off knowing that this would be the 20th anniversary. I didn't know when the event was going to be because I knew we were having the event, but it just, all worked out. And I'm like, cool. So I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, thank everyone for being here. That's the end of the Tanker Elimination Tournament. Next up, we're going to have our good friend Dan Spence running another game which has its birthday today, which is Devil May Cry, and he's doing Dance Must Die All Collectibles Super Dance. So we'll be right back after a short intermission with that, and we'll see you all very soon.